The Oklahoma Sooners hosted an elite 4-star cornerback during the Michigan game, Mikhail McCreary. And today we've got him here on the podcast to discuss his recruitment, that visit during the Michigan game, his experience. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But he is a 6'1", 170-pound cornerback out of San Antonio, Texas, and he's the 190th ranked player in the country so far in the 27 class, with over 14 offers from a lot of the SEC schools that you would look for in a cornerback. He is a athletic guy who also runs track. So this kind of follows the trend of what we've seen from Jim Nagy and the staff. And last year had 46 tackles, 9 pass breakups, 1 interception for a touchdown, and 3 interceptions overall. And guys, I will say this, like, looking at what Jim Nagy has done basically in that recruiting staff since they've got here and helping, change the style of guys that we're going out there and offering, I think it makes an impact. And then seeing what Brent Venables and Jay Valai have done to turn around the defensive backfield, you're going to hear it from Mikhail and how well Oklahoma has done in changing the narrative of, what they can be at that position. So before we get into it, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button for more interviews like this. I think we've got a couple more coming, even including maybe a 5-star, but let's go ahead and let's jump right into it. All right, Mikhail, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. We have a game tomorrow, so today we're just game prep, stuff like that. Yes, sir.
Now, tell everybody a little bit about where are you from and where do you play high school at?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I play high school at Claudia Taylor Johnson High School.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, sir.
Well, appreciate you coming on the podcast and giving us a little bit of a deeper dive into your recruitment. I want to start off. You were here for one of the biggest games in Norman that I think I can remember in a really long time. You got to watch 2 blue bloods of college football go off against each other, Michigan and Oklahoma. So kind of tell everybody a little bit more just about that visit. I think you said this was your first game day visit. So
Yes, sir.
peel back the curtain. Give us a little bit of insight. Like, what was that visit like? What was the staff like? What was the environment like from a recruit standpoint? Just give us a little insight into that.
Yeah, the staff's always awesome. Even from communication, like over the phone, over text. It was good to see them in person and be able to talk to them in person again. And yeah, the atmosphere of the stadium was crazy. I didn't know it got like that in Norman. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely an awesome game. And you got to
Uh,
watch a game because you're a cornerback, correct?
yes, cornerback. Yes, sir.
Yeah, and you got to watch a true freshman in Cortland
Yeah.
Guillory play cornerback and have his fingers all over that game, and he's had his
Yes,
fingers all
sir.
over the Oklahoma defense this year. What was that like, and how does that impact a recruitment like yours to go to a school on a game day and see a true freshman making that kind of impact?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was definitely like what's the word? It was definitely kind of inspiring to see, if I had committed or went to OU, I would have the opportunity to play as a freshman and kind of make the same impact as him. Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Now, did you get a chance to meet Cortland Guillory at all?
No, sir.
Did you get a chance to meet any of the corners?
Nah. In the locker room, yes, sir. I did.
Okay. Now, your relationship with Jay Valai. I'm assuming Jay Valai is your primary recruiter. What's that like? What's Jay Valai like?
Yeah, he's a funny guy. He's very high spirited. He's energetic, and he's also like a great coach when it comes to like teaching points and stuff like that.
That's awesome. That's
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
Now, kind of diving into your recruitment a little bit. Like I said, I think we talked. This was your first game day visit to Oklahoma. I think you've been to Oklahoma at least once or twice before, maybe for the BV camps. But kind of go into your recruitment as a whole. Like, who right now is recruiting you the hardest? And, I guess what has stuck out about some other schools other than Oklahoma?
Right now the schools that are putting me the hardest, OU, Texas A&M, Texas Tech, Arkansas, SMU, and Vanderbilt, and Houston. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Right.
being a kid from Texas, is there a desire to want to stay in Texas? Or are you kind of open minded of like, hey, like I'm even willing to leave the state. I really want to see what's out there.
Oh, that'd definitely be awesome. But I'm kind of open-minded right now. Just yeah, I wouldn't mind being anywhere.
Yeah, now looking at some of those other schools that are recruiting you, like an A&M or a Tech or any of those other schools, what stands out about those schools compared to like an Oklahoma? I mean, obviously we got the Oklahoma lens on. That's what we see every day. You know, behind the curtain, what goes on there?
Definitely, the communications there too, from both schools. Um, and OU, I mean A&M, Elko, Coach Elko, what he's able to do with the defenses, him being a defensive minded coach.
Yes. Texas
Yes, sir.
A&M's got something good going down there right now. Don't tell. Well, I guess the Oklahoma fans are going to hear me say that, but Coach Elko might have that thing going in the right track.
Yes, sir.
Now, kind of looking at Oklahoma again, right? You get on here for a game day visit. You get a chance to, I guess, continue building that relationship with Coach Valai. What does that relationship look like with Brent Venables, or even like, have you had a chance to meet Jim Nagy, the GM of Oklahoma?
Yes, sir. They're both great people. Same thing with Coach Venables. He also a defensive minded head coach, so it's awesome to have that too.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure growing up, you got a chance to watch a lot of those Clemson defenses, and I'm
Yes, sir.
sure
My brother's a
you have
big
that in
Clemson
your
fan.
mind, and you're like, Brent Venables, he can scheme me up a little bit.
Yes, sir. That's definitely one thing you can do.
All right. Well, hey, we want to kind of dive into you a little bit more. So you got a game tomorrow. What are
Yes, sir.
you playing in your headphones to get you ready to go out there and play on the field?
Um, Me personally, I know a lot of guys kind of listen to like some NBA YoungBoy hype or so, but me personally, I kind of just listen to just like Christian music, just get me calm. And then when I go out there, it's go time.
That's awesome. That's
Yes, sir.
awesome. What's your biggest motivation on and off the field?
Biggest motivation is definitely just the investment my parents make, to help me be in this position I am right now, in the positions I'm going to be in. So definitely just you know making sure their investment doesn't just die out.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
And what are some of your favorite hobbies outside of football?
I like to run track. That's something I've done since I was a kid. I like to play video games. I like to play college football and 2K Madden. Those are my top three.
All right, now who's your favorite team to use in college football?
And that's a good one. I got a couple of teams that I use, but I'll probably say the main team that I use right now is probably Texas Tech. Their defense on the game is nice.
Yeah. Listen, I like Ohio State because Jeremiah Smith is just way too much fun in that
Yeah,
video game.
yeah. I'd be having problems going against him.
Yes. All right. Hey, well, kind of going back to the recruitment piece of this. What has been like your best or most favorite stadium that you've been to so far?
Um, so far, definitely OU. That was like the most electrifying one I've been to so far.
And who is the funniest recruiter that you talk to? Like who tells the best
Um,
jokes?
Definitely, I would say Coach Hall. Coach Hall for sure. He's not low key with it, so it'd be like, oh, that makes sense. So he has some funny jokes.
Yes. All right. Now, this one's going to be a little bit deeper, but what are you looking for in your college decision, right? So when you're looking at evaluating Texas Tech and Texas A&M and M and Oklahoma and all these other schools that are recruiting you, right? What are maybe one or two of the things that you're really looking for these college coaches to pitch you?
Definitely also not just in football, but a place that's going to like have a player for me off the field. That's a big piece. Definitely a scheme that fits me and coaching staff. That's not gonna help me just grow on the field, but also off the field as a young man. And yeah, best scheme that fits where I'm able to showcase my abilities and man coverage, zone coverage, and be versatile.
Love that. Awesome. All right. Well, I think that's pretty much it. I appreciate you coming on, giving Sooner Nation a little bit more of a deep dive into your recruitment and to your
Yes,
game
sir.
day visit. Do you have any more game day visits currently planned for Oklahoma, or are you going to try to get back up here this season, or are you going to go around and take some other visits this year?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get back up to Oklahoma. That's something we talked about. And then I have maybe visiting Texas Tech Saturday then A&M for the Florida game, and then I'm gonna be trying to make a trip to Arkansas, Wisconsin, and then also SMU and Vanderbilt.
Yeah, well,
For Houston.
that
Yes,
Texas
sir.
A&M Florida game is going to be a good one.
Yes, sir. It should
Yes.
be. I'm excited for that one.
Yes. All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Where can people find you at on social media?
My Instagram is Mikhail.McCreary, so Mikhail dot MCCREARY. And then it's the same thing for my Twitter.